Okay, hi everyone. It's been ages since I did a video. One of the problems with YouTube or any of these platforms, these video platforms, the videos take so long to make, and it's usually because of the editing. So for example, if I was to make a small project on something like this, and say the wire up takes me half an hour, the video to do it is going to take probably 2.5 hours or something like that, if it's a tutorial. And the reason being is because people want the tutorials fast, concise, to the point, and all of this. So what happens is you start making a project, you notice that you've done something wrong, you've got to redo something, then you've got to re-record and all this, and it's a pain. If the phone goes or whatever, then you've got to edit it out, and it just takes ages to do it. Not only that, is sometimes when you're doing a project, you don't actually know 100% of what you're doing straight away when it comes to record the video, and that happens quite a lot too. It's sometimes it can be trial and error, and trying to record things with that sort of situation can be quite difficult. Anyway, so this video here is not going to be edited, I hope, so that I can just bang it out quick, and it will be pretty effortless and painless. That being said, I do hope the video is going to be good still. Right, so yeah, so that's a problem with YouTube. Now another problem is that at the moment I'm doing a master's degree in the computer science, and I'm doing forensics and or digital forensics, software exploitation, and a lot of other things that loosely related to military operations, police operations, and stuff like that, pretty much. Anyway, what's this video about? So there's a company called Venlab, and Venlab, like a lot of other predominantly Chinese companies, get in touch with me and they say, do you want to review this item? And what they really want is they really want me to influence you lot to buy their product, or if I don't influence them, they at least want their names out, which is fair enough. Sometimes you charge them, or you can charge them, sometimes you don't, and whatever you want. But anyway, in this particular case, this is Venlab, and they've sent me 2 multimeters. Now I've not charged them anything to do this video, and I've also not paid for the items. So basically I've got some free items. They say, there you go, do whatever you want, but mention our name, and that's what I'll be doing. So so these arrive very fast. The company's name is Venlab, as I've already explained. I've got 2 of them. I don't know the prices of these, but I will put the links in the description after the video is finished, of course. So I've not opened these, but I do want a multimeter. I have got 3 multimeters, but as probably a lot of you are already aware, if you deal with electronics, electrics, or any sort of electrical diagnosis or anything like that, this is probably your #1 tool. I bought this one years ago, and this is by far my favourite multimeter. No multimeter has ever been able to cope with this, but unfortunately this multimeter died about 6 months ago because I accidentally left it outside and I forgot about it. It got wet, it wrecked the PCB inside. Well, it's probably repairable, but it damaged it significantly. I never got it working, but then I've not really had time to fix it. Anyway, I've got 2 multimeters. Let's check them out. So what are we actually looking for here when we look at a multimeter? What I'm really looking for is I'm looking for quality, and that's something that the other multimeters that I've played around with just generally lacked in. They just lack in quality. So anyway, let's have a look. I know it's a bit of a weird thing to say, but you can generally tell by the quality of these leads. If it's a good product, they're going to put good leads in. I know it's a bit weird. Probably not actually accurate either. But here you go, multimeter VM-200M. Oh wait, I always have to smell it because the paper smells so nice usually. There's no point in going through this thing, because anyone who's getting a multimeter, they know what they want to do with it. They want to check voltage, or they want to check amperage. Nevertheless, it is handy to have, I suppose, if you want to look at the specifics, but anyway, I don't. So let's see what's going on here. We've got some Warriors batteries, which are no doubt cheap, but that's okay. That doesn't necessarily reflect on the quality of the multimeter. Got one out. So right, I've got the got those things out. Let's see what we've got here. Do we think this is going to be good or not? I've got a feeling it's going to be good. So I haven't looked at the prices of these yet, and that is of course something to take into consideration. Okay, that feels a bit cheap, but hang on. No, that's okay. It feels a little bit cheap, but that's not the end of the world, is it? Not always. The leads are okay. They haven't got the rubber tips, but no, they're okay. They're okay. Reasonable quality. Again, though, like I said, depends how much you're paying for it, really. I mean, if this is a cheap thing, then you're not going to expect premium quality probes. It's one of these ones which has this dial. So the way this thing works is that you select the maximum. So we've got voltage here. Let me zoom in a bit here so you can see. So if you're checking voltage VAC, which is volts alternating current, you check those two. So you'd use the setting which is higher than the one you're looking at. So for example, if I'm looking to check something that I think is probably 70 volts VAC, I'd use the 200. If I'm looking for something more than 200, then I'd choose that one. So if I was looking for mains electricity, I'd use the 600 because it's more than 200, I'd expect it to be. We've got amps, diode, transistor, resistance, and volts DC. You'd use that for the amps thing. We've got light and hold. So hold is when you want to just hold on to the value for a minute. So if it reads 12 volts, let's just hold it, you know. Anyway, I need to get a screwdriver so I can actually put the batteries in. Does anyone know where a screwdriver might be? This is a bit of a mess at the moment around here. Is there a screwdriver here? No, I'll have to go and get a screwdriver. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I've got this little thing here. It's actually snowing outside today, which is a bit weird for March. But the weather does get a bit weird here in this country anyway. Okay, let's take that out and let's see what happens here. Put our Warrior batteries in. So I must admit that so far, oh, that's good, it's got a little thing there to keep the batteries pressed in place. I must admit that so far it feels a little bit on the cheap side, but this is the good thing about not knowing the price. I haven't looked at the price yet, and it may be good value, I don't know. Depends how much it is. So this little flat thing here, it feels a little bit cheap. That's not too important. As long as it does what it's supposed to do, then it won't matter. Yeah, that's okay. It feels a bit light. What else can we do here? The display's clear though. This display is very clear. Yeah, like I said, the leads are okay, but they won't matter because you change the leads anyway. They've got the covers on as well, which is good. Although you can take them off. Okay, right. Okay, so just turn this on here. This is my Benz power supply. This is a bit of a ridiculous test because I know that this is going to work anyway. Yeah, who's going to have a multimeter that doesn't actually measure voltage? It's a bit ridiculous. So 20 volts DC, yeah. So I'm actually giving it here, according to my bench power supply, 6.7 volts. Probably right, because my bench power supply doesn't always do things accurately, I've noticed that. Okay, so that's fine. Resistance, let's get a resistor. Again, this is a ridiculous test, because this is definitely going to work, you know. I've never had a multimeter that wasn't able to accurately measure resistances. Yeah, that looks about right. So I've actually got a transistor here as well that I could test, but I'm not going to do that because it's a bit ridiculous. Let's do the amperage test, which again, completely unnecessary because you're guaranteed that it's going to work. So amps DC, let's go 10 amps. Put that out of the way. Right, 10 amps. Right, now what's this going to do here? This is going to draw 5 amps. It's going to rush through. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just reduce the voltage a bit so I can try to calm this down. And I'll raise it bit by bit. So 10 amps. Let's see what happens. Put the voltage up. Hit 2.87 amps, and it says 3 amps. So something's out. I think it's probably my bench power supply. So there's 5.12 amps and it says 5.2, yeah. That's quite good. Okay, so it works, but then I was not for one moment going to assume that it wasn't going to work. Light, oh that's good as well. Let me just turn this off. Can't reach. Yeah, that's quite good. I do actually need the light sometimes with these multimeters as well. I do find it useful. So all in all, yeah, this is okay. I was hesitant to start with. I thought it felt a bit cheap, but no, it's just a basic multimeter. Diode check. Quality feels okay actually, where it matters, which is the dial and this here. I've got another multimeter and the display just flickers and stuff, but there's none of that here. Yeah, I like it actually. I like it. Okay, let's have a look at the other one. So this is, what is this? This was VM-200, I think it was. Yeah, that's good. That's the one side. Now we've got this next one. Oh yeah, there you go. VM-200. Actually, I will just check a few things. Safety information, yeah, blah blah blah. It's nonsense most of the time. DC voltage, yeah, we know about that. Hold, I knew about that. DC measurement. So it doesn't have AC amp switches. Well, that's fair enough. Diode measurement, continuity, we know about that. Resolutions, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's okay there. Let's look at the next one. The next one is Venlab digital multimeter VM-600A, and you can see that the box is a bit bigger. And I expect this one to be more expensive as well. Oh, that is big. I think that's the biggest multimeter I've ever had actually. Spare fuses. This is a thermometer, I think, or something like that. VM-600A, put that to one side again. Okay, this has AAA batteries. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, okay. And this one you don't have to select the range, and it's rubberized as well. Oh, and it's magnetic, and it's got a holder. Oh, and that feels better as well. Oh, there's a bit of spring there. Wow, this one feels a lot better. Oh, it's nice and rubbery. Wow, this one, I'm impressed with this one. That's where you put the probes. Magnetic. What's this? NC. Oh, a torch. NCV. What's that? That'll be where you put it up to the wall to see if there's a voltage. And there's a little diode there. Okay, right. This one's interesting. So. Now presumably this cover comes off. Yeah, it looks like it comes off. However, I will do this anyway. Don't need to take it off. They've conveniently left a gap there where you can get to the battery section. I think you put fuses in here as well. So let's see what happens here. Okay, oh no, you don't put fuses in here. There'll be fuses inside it already, I imagine. Oh, that's nice as well. You get 4 batteries. So this one's a bit different to the other one. The other one was a bit budgety. I found it to be anyway. This one is not. Oh. Oh no, there you go. Oh, yeah, it actually does need 4 batteries. You put them down there. So that's going to go in there. And then these two go in here. Go in there, battery. And you go in there. Let's put it back together. Screw this down. Okay, right. I actually want to use that. Hang on. Wow, that's good. Oh, strong as well. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice touch. And here we go. So I wonder, this NCV. There's NCV. I wonder what that means. Near something voltage. See if it kicks off if I put it over here somewhere. No. Okay, hang on. I will look at the guide on this one, because this is a bit of a special one. Okay. So I want to know what 3 is. NCV sensor. NCV sensor. I need to find out what that is. I think then NCV probe gradually approaches the detected point. When the meter senses weak AC, the yellow indicator sends up and the beep sends out slowly. Okay, I want to try this out. Hang on. Unexpected. What about this cable here? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So electricity's got to be flowing. Okay, that might be a bit dangerous actually. Not that. Okay, so electricity has to be flowing for it to detect whether something's live or not. So if I plug this in here, hang on. I'm just going to have a mess about for a minute. Plug that in. No. Yeah, okay, right. Right, I'm going off on a tangent here. So, let's check this one out again. So what have we got here? On, off, we've got the line and the squiggle means AC or DC. Millivolts. So AC or DC millivolts. Millivolts. Okay then, so let's turn this on. I need to get these out. Okay, these are much better quality than the other one. It's like they're a bit rubberized. Yeah, these are good quality. Yeah, that's good quality. Okay, let's take those off. The tips off these probes. So here I have different things that I can connect to. We've got volts, ohms, hertz, and here we've got milliamps. So we want millivolts, so in this case we're going to use this one. So millivolts. So let's put this bench power supply. So what have we got here? We've got now is that 600? I don't know if I can go up to 600. I think I probably can. No overload. Okay, let's go lower then. Let's try now. So my bench power supply says 100 millivolts. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Let's go up to volts. easy to check this one. I'll go up. Let's see where I can go up to. So this says here, my bench power supply says 2.2 volts. And that says 2.2 as well. Let's go up a bit. The other one was a bit less. Oh yeah, look. It's saying 6.6 volts, and that's what my bench... Right, so this one is not as... You see this one here, this little one? This had a little bit of an inaccuracy, whereas this one is perfect with my my bench one. So if I put my bench one up to... Right, my bench one says 13.8 it says. Yeah, right. So this one is in perfect alignment with my bench power supply, and the other one isn't. This one, I'm very impressed with this one. Okay, what else can we do? So let's disconnect this. Right, what's this here? So this says diode, ohm, and whatever that is. Diode, ohm, and noise. I don't know. Diode, ohm, and noise. Diode, ohm, and noise. Continuity. Put the black lead into the COM and put the red one into this, which is. Switch to the blah 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 and press full hold. Oh, okay. So that's continuity mode. That's diode mode. And that's resistance mode. Okay. Okay, so is there continuity between these? Obviously there is, but yeah, there's continuity. Okay. Diode. We've got a diode here. Yeah, we've got an LED, but I don't know if that's gonna. Work. Maybe it will. Depends how many volts it's using. Oh, it does work. Oh, it actually lights it as well. Well, this is really good. Okay, yeah. And what's the other thing? Just a normal. What's the name? I think this is a 1.5 kilo ohm, is it? This one is capacitance, I think. Let's just have a look at this. Capacitance. Put the black lead into the COM port and put the other one into here, which it is. Before testing, make sure the circuit is powered off and the high voltage capacitor is completely discharged. If the capacitance is large, blah blah blah. Right, I need a capacitor. Here's a capacitor here, but it's one of those tiny ones, but it might work. We're going to test the capacitance of this. No, I can't touch the thing, that's the problem. There you go. So it's saying... What is it saying? Nanofarads. I need one a bit bigger. 200 microfarads. Let's try this one. 200 microfarads. 200 microfarads. I shouldn't really be touching them, but 200 microfarads. .8. If I touch it though, I don't think it'll work. Is it going to work? No, I don't know, but I'm sure it's something that I've done wrong rather than something wrong with this. Incidentally, I wonder if I can change the function on this. No, range. Okay. You can actually change the ranges on these as well, that's good. Right, what's the next thing? So we've got hertz, which is duty cycle sort of thing. You've got amps, which is microamps. That's really good. That's perfect for like Arduino stuff. Then we've got milliamps and amps, AC or DC. So let's check this again like we did the last one. I think we probably need to switch that now. We probably need to switch it to, well, if it's amps, this one. It's got to be this one. And now I'll just tap. It should be 5, should go up to 5 amps. Yeah, 5.15 my bench thing says. Yeah, I'd say that's perfectly accurate. And NCV we know about. So what NCV is if there's some running current, you put this, well presumably you put that sensor up to it, and it knows. And you've also got, oh, look at that accuracy, 1.5% maintenance. Yeah, I like this multimeter. This one's really good. Got temperature if you want to connect that up. So it'll be black to COM and red to this one here because it says degrees centigrade, which is saying 11. If I put the actual probe in, it might be something different. But now we've also got this here as well. We've got the light. I wonder how I probably hold it. Yeah, there you go. We've got a torch there as well. So as one of my friends would say, this isn't joking. This one's quite a serious multimeter. Look at that there. I wonder if it's a little bit waterproof as well. You wouldn't want to test it really. In fact, you shouldn't really have water on a building site like that anyway, dealing with electrics. But this is very likely my new favourite multimeter. So I want to check something else. Let's turn this off. So this is going to go in here like this, presumably. And I wonder if it's supposed to go that way. No, I'd say probably this way. Makes more sense, doesn't it? That goes in there like that. Ugh. And you probably wrapped that up before as well. And there it is. So this one is very good actually. This one's very good. Really accurate. I'll turn that off there. Really accurate. It's got some nice features, but I guess that's to do with how much they cost. Yeah, I like the features on this. This is well thought out. Okay, so there we go. We have two multimeters. We have the Venlab VM-200M and we have the VM-600A. The VM-600A is clearly a lot better. I would say probably getting on for a professional sort of multimeter. This one's okay, but it feels cheaper, and after playing about with this one, you know, it doesn't even compare really. This one is a lot better, but then it's going to be more expensive as well. So anyway, all in all, they're both good. Right, I suppose I will show you the what they call the product listings. I don't know if this is on Amazon or eBay or something, I don't know, but I'll find out and I'll see you on the computer in a minute. Okay, so these are the links that they have given me. Here's the first one: Venlab digital multimeter, blah blah blah. I'll put the link in the description for this. £9.34, and it's probably £3, so it's about £12. Yeah, that's okay. It seems for that sort of thing. It's good enough, to be fair. Seems like that's the going rate anyway. It's fairly good quality. There are some images of it in use. Yeah, it's got good reviews as well. Look. Anyway, yeah. So that seems about right to me. And the second one is here, 6,000 counts auto ranging. So this one is £28.99, which on the face of it is quite expensive. However, it is a better quality thing, and I think it's aiming more at a professional level. For somebody who's just dabbling with Arduino, this would be overkill. You don't need to get a multimeter for that sort of price. But for somebody who's messing about with electrics for a property or something, or who's generally more serious, then I would say this is a really good one. For £28.99 though, I don't know if that's the going rate, but there's also add £3 to it, so it's about £32. It's definitely a very good multimeter. I mean, what's the going rate here? That looks like a similar thing. 29. I mean, I'm not sure about that one. 42. Yeah, it seems about that sort of. Seems that that sort of rate is about normal. But yeah, it is very good. Let's have a look at these images. Auto ranging. Yeah, so this auto ranging is where you don't have to select on the dial the maximum voltage that you expect. It just does it on its own. A lot of the cheaper ones don't have that. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, non-contact voltage detection. That's what I was interested in. Saves you from having to carry around or find an extra tool to get work started. Yeah, so it's where it can detect the wires. Although I thought that the device had to be on for it to work, but I'll double check that. 3 types of holder. Yeah, that's good as well. The magnet thing. See, sticks to the wall. .6 out of 5. Yeah, so these are the links. They're both very good quality, to be honest. This one much better than the other one, the £28.99 one, but then it would be for that sort of price. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.